Thumbnail rant. Low quality thumbnail, medium quality video coming up. Thumbnails nowadays are just kind of blending into each other, and every thumbnail's just starting to look like a fucking background character from a silent voice. They all look the fucking same, and I'm guilty of it too. Types of thumbnails we're going to rant about today. Number 1, the obvious person holding their face, the Home Alone thumbnail. Just a screenshot from the video with no edits. Thumbnails from creators that all look exactly the damn same, and the infamous shitpost status. Also, don't mistake this video for me hating thumbnails like this. Similar iconography in thumbnails is usually a good thing. It keeps your content, or more so your thumbnails, very recognizable and increases viewer retention. So there is a big difference between maintaining recognizability and the functioning brand and low effort boilerplate image with text on it. So I felt like I needed to make the distinction between the two. As I said, having a recognizable style of thumbnail is good. It increases the chance of viewers coming back. People will see the thumbnail and immediately go, that's him. A solid template and style for a thumbnail is a great thing, but it can get lazy sometimes. One of the better versions of this I've saw is what Slimesicle does, and other channels like this, where they'll put a logo or their logo in the corner of the thumbnail, and the rest of the image will just be random, nonsensical stuff most of the time, or something that slightly pertains to the video that the thumbnail represents. As long as it's eye-catching, funny, creative, nonsensical, as long as there's something that invokes a feeling of intrigue about it, good. As long as it's not boring, for fuck's sake. Another type of thumbnail that will always another type of thumbnail that will always irritate me is the screenshot. Literally just take a screenshot from the video, sometimes not even from the video, and just make that the thumbnail. I mean, it's lazy, and you could probably come up with something interesting and, you know, good, but nah, that takes time and effort and maybe a little bit of skill. And the annoying part about this is that a lot of the times, just doing this just works, unfortunately. Granted, this style of thumbnail where it's just a screenshot is a lot older and you rarely see it nowadays, but there are still a few people who do it. There are exceptions to this rule, however. You have channels such as Stamper TV, who I just fucking love, by the way.
Buckle your pants, buckle your pants, pull up your socks and dance.
His thumbnails are literally just a picture of whatever he made in the video, and that's become his iconography. Sure, that's pretty lazy, but I feel if Stamper suddenly started, you know, making well-crafted thumbnails that wasn't simply just a screenshot from the video, if Stamper suddenly started making thumbnails in like Blender and shit, and really just fucking went all out on the thumbnails, his stuff would be impossible to recognize if it weren't for his little channel name underneath the video. In Stamper's case, if he did more, it may be more effective, but at the same time, it would make it harder to recognize, so it's a big double-edged sword. You can have some people who will just take, like, a screenshot and add block impact font, or just be a fucking podcast highlight reel where you have just a screenshot from the video and then a random image. Sometimes it has to do with the video, sometimes it doesn't. It's just, I've always had a pet peeve with podcast channels. It's literally just a screenshot, an image with a border around it, that's it. I feel like the thumbnail is a forgotten art at this point. There are some bangers out there though. As I just said, the screenshot stuff, really lazy, really boring. But there's an even worse version. Bring in the infamous shitpost status. Ever had a video called shitpost status just appear on your feed out of nowhere? Probably just because of its tags or something. Within the past few months or years, because I kind of started this script in 2020 and forgot about it. Yeah, those thumbnails really annoy me. I literally just take a screenshot of some other random shit that has nothing to do with the meme inside the video. Sometimes they'll be clever with it and like widen the image and crop it because it's from fucking Rule 34. So yeah, that's fucking stupid and lazy, and unfortunately it works on horny retards like me, which there are apparently millions of if you look at some of the shitpost status view counts. No one really thinks about it very much, but shitpost status is probably oversaturated to actual, just like Zimbabwe dollars. They're probably oversaturated beyond belief. It's so nasty. There's just way too many of them. Like, I've never heard anyone bring up the fucking just sheer magnitude of shitpost status videos, but whatever. That's something else to talk about. Well, from what I've been bitching about in this however long I shot in this video too, you would assume that more carefully envisioned thumbnails would work more. At least for me, right?
No.
No matter what I say, the norm will always be boring and redundant thumbnails that genuinely just leave me apathetic at this point. Just look at the trending page. It's just the same stuff over and over and over again, and it's depressing. The most popular videos on this platform will just be the most bland and boring things imaginable. To be honest. Whilst the video's content may be amazing, it may try to compete with the trending tab and make the most boring thumbnail in the world. And if it does that, I'm not going to watch it. The video's content could be the second coming of Christ, but if the thumbnail is boring as shit, I don't give a shit. To be honest, I just made this video to let off some steam. I'm very stressed right now. I'm in between moving, and I needed to upload something because I don't like not uploading within 2 weeks, and it's only been 2 weeks, and I just wanted to try out a new kind of video. So I thought I would screech into the mic for once, but not do it in a monotone voice like in the rest of my fucking videos. Well, at least the more modern ones, but eh. I'll end this video with a question. Is this all salt, or is this an actual critique of YouTube's thumbnail infrastructure? I don't fucking know, probably both.
Now, I'm motivated.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit!
Sweet.
Groovy.
I would fuck my legs, I'm not even gonna lie.